Hello, it's Helminge. I'm back. After an age, I have come back and I am playing Silent Hunter 3, as you can see. And it's time to continue with my career in the 10th Flotilla. I am sorry for my absence once more. My excuse this time is that I've been having hard drive problems. The drive which I normally save my recordings to started playing up, and I had to save up to get a new one. And blah 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 blah. Anyway, I'm back. So I've also been having problems with Silent Hunter 3. I've tried to install a new environment mod, and I ended up kind of cocking up the save a bit, so everything is not exactly how I left it in the last video. Let's just see. I think all the awards. Oh no! Oh god. I'm sure I handed these out before. Okay, well, I've got to do this again. Let's give this guy. Hold on. Yeah, okay, let's give this guy the Iron Cross. And then we've got the 13 of these bad boys. Handing out the war badges. Here you go, Carl Bella. And here's one for you, Harrow Eckerman. Joseph Schmidtke, or Joseph. I think it might be pronounced Joseph. Walter Dunkus. Another Joseph. Johannes Hassan Khan. Otto Haas. Edgar Farland. Kurt Lipke. And this is your final one, Kurt Lipke. There we go. And qualification, I think I gave a extra Radio Man from memory, so that's who we shall have. Good. Yeah, okay, so as you can see here, one of the things I cocked up with was this. I did get a new grid, but then in the course of cocking it all up, it deleted it for some reason. Now it just says null. So I do kind of remember what the old grid was they gave me, so I'm going to stick with that. You'll just have to take my word for it. But I can't tell you exactly what it was. I'll need to get to the map to have a look, but I remember it being near Africa, so we're going down to Africa. Let's read the news for September 1942. 13th to the 14th, Operation Agreement. British Commonwealth troops raid Tobruk, but the raid quickly fails. And that's all that happened. Monthly losses 10 U-boats for 461,000 odd tons of Allied shipping. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started, and I'll see you in the boat. And here we are, back in the old boat. It is October the 3rd, it's 4:30 in the morning, early start today. And the band's out to see us off as usual. Now, let's see where it is that we are supposed to be going to. It was down here, I think it was like DU. It was a DU grid. And if my memory is correct... I thought it was going to be DU-55, but that can't be right, because then we'd have this measly little bay to patrol in. I think it might be somewhere up here, like 22. I think it might be 22. I'm sure it was like a double digit letter, like 22 or 55 or something. Let's go with 22, just below the Canary Islands. And if we find nothing, we can always go somewhere else. We also have a supply boat out here, which could be useful. And I am going to take my bridge officer so he doesn't keep shouting at me whenever he spots a random object floating in the water. Alright, let's roll out!
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus. Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
So as I said, I have installed a new environment mod. I can't remember what it was called now. But you should notice a difference in terms of the waves and the general environment. I don't know if light showed up through my officers' heads before. That might be a new feature. I have translucent officers. But anyway, what's this? This is a French vessel, and since we own France now, it is a neutral ship. And we've got some lovely planes. BF-109s, most likely. Could be FW-190s. My recognition skills, as you know, are poor. For planes as well as boats. Let's plot a course. Out here, and then we go out here, and then the Bay of Biscay is our oyster. So I'm going to head out across here. Now we do need to be careful for Allied air coverage, which is starting to get a bit more aggressive. I'm going to come out all the way here to try and get away from Spain, and then like down here, we go down here. That's too far. I'm going over here. I've also got some kind of problem with the audio. I don't know why that is. I keep getting kind of stuttering noises. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah. Actually, let's may as well go through the Canary Islands. Don't want to go through Madeira though. That would be bad. Let's just do that. Probably still within the range of Allied air coverage at this time, but we do have our radar warning sensors now, so if any planes come near, we should be able to detect them in time, I hope. Okay, speed things up a bit. Meow. Passing a bit close to this ship, but we should avoid it. And if you see the red lines showing up on the map, that is the radar warning sensors, or radar detection, or whatever you want to call it, in action. And we're on a collision course with a U-boat, but they should get out of our way. Let's say hello. Hello, guys. We've got another ship coming in. Don't know what this is. Move, move, move. Oh God. Let's just shift over to the starboard, I think it is. Oh no, what he's doing? He's reversing! No, don't reverse! God damn it! What kind of a skipper are you? That was the worst possible thing you could have done at that point. Learn to steer your ship. Right, anyway, let's return to course. Speed things up. The boat that's taking us out is going down this way, so let's follow it. Make sure I don't hit any mines. I'm going to speed up a bit. And now it is driving straight forwards, or heading straight forwards, but we should miss it. Yeah. Thanks. Bye. Alright, and we're away. So, it's time to head across the Bay of Biscay, which can be a dangerous place for a U-boat. But with our radar warning, we should be able to spot any enemy planes in time. This is the radar warning. It's red, which means it's a ship we're picking up, not a plane. I believe it's a plane. If it's a plane, it'll come up as a black line. But yeah, so I'm going to cut here, head along on my journey, and we'll come back very shortly. Okay, well, the route so far has been pretty uneventful, but we have had a ship contact reported to us quite nearby. It is about 50 kilometers away, heading west northwestish, medium speed. So let's see if we can investigate. I'm going to try and use my special interception technique, which doesn't always work. Okay, so take your protractor and draw a line from your U-boat to the target, like so, and then along the target's course, like so. Then, using a ruler, measure out the speed of the target along its course. It's medium speed, so we'll say 8 knots. Or, yeah, 8 knots, I think. It's so long since I played this. Compass, using your compass, put your speed. Let's just wait to see. Okay, so we're going about 12, 11-ish knots. So we draw out a circle measuring about, we'll say 13 knots to give us a bit of leeway. Then take your protractor and draw a line from the center of the circle to the point where it intersects the line to the U-boat here. No, hold on. Yeah, okay, I need to put this over here. Whoops. Yeah. Shit! Oh no, it's still there. Good. Okay, right. Yep, so from the center of the circle to this point here, back to the target. 36 degrees. And then we take the protractor, draw another line from the target, about here-ish, to the U-boat, which is now here, and measure out 36. There. So this is a point where we shall intercept the target, and that is about 355 degrees. So make our heading 355. That's not quite correct. That's, well, that should be enough. Yeah, and then we just mosey along this course, correct it slightly. It's a bit fiddly, this. .355 there. And then when we get here, we should be, because we put in 13 knots instead of 12, we should be just ahead of the target. We're heading kind of just ahead of this point anyway, so it'll give us plenty of time, providing we've done this correctly, or I've done this correctly. And hopefully we can catch this dude. We're just
Schiff gesichtet.
oh, okay, it's a bit ahead of us. Ooh, it looks like a biggie though. Nice
Schiff gesichtet.
big
Lage
Schiff.
355. Große Entfernung.
But we kind of slightly miscalculated, I think. Let's see here. It's going 283-ish degrees, so let's match that.
Neuer Kurs 286.
Or try to.
Neuer Kurs 282.
And increase speed so we can get ahead of it. We're quite close actually, so it might be worth getting a bit farther away. I think it's a bit foggy, which is why we didn't see it until quite late. We may as well radio in the contact as well. Contact report sent. It's not seen us yet, which is good. And now it's out of visual range, and that's fine. Now it's just a matter of gauging when it's time to head back in and see if we're ahead of it. We can always dive and check as well. That obviously takes a little bit more time. Not spotted it yet, which is good. We're getting quite close now to its course. But let's see. Alright, let's turn in. Try and get a nice 90-degree angle, and we can slow down as well because we're very close. A bit more. That's just about right. Okay, and periscope depth and full stop. And we're within about 700 meters of where I would expect it to be. What the? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? What is this? How did they get behind us? Must have changed course. Well, that's not a big problem, because we do have some lovely stern torpedoes. We need to be quick because it's passing. Okay. I need to identify this thing fairly quickly. No. That could be it. Medium cargo. I think that is it. Okay, so it's a medium cargo. We need to quickly get its speed. That's important. It's a bit choppy, so I think I'll go for impact pistols. I've got two type 3 torpedoes in the rear. I won't have time to properly get a good angle of bow and range, etc. So I'll just have to guess that. And when's it going to pass? Now, okay. 32 seconds. And where's my notes? Where's my notes? Speed, time of how long. Line up the time on the mid-outer dial. 32. About there-ish with the ship length, which is 140. There, yeah, there. Speed is shown on red mark. Just over 8 knots, okay. There. Angle of bow now. It's going to be past us, so I would say I'm going to guess about 100 degrees. Distance is quite close, I think, so I'll put that at 800 as a guess. Open the tube. Fire 1. Open the tube. Fire 2. And now we wait. Let's see, how far away is it actually? About 800 meters. Just a case of whether the angle on bow is good enough. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. You won't be able to see the wakes because they're type 3s and they're electric powered, not steam. Oh, what's this? Oh, is it running deep? Why is it running deep? That's the first one, I think. It was close, but it ran deep.
Torpedo.
Ah, yes! The second one did not. And it has a gun, which we would expect at this period in the war. Okay, so we got one hit on it. Whether that will be enough, I do not know.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
Die Leute sind von Bord.
298.
May as well follow it along.
Große Fahrt voraus.
But that was a pretty good solution. It ended up close to where I aimed it. Could have done with being a little bit closer to the engine room here to knock out its propulsion. But still, it's just a question of whether that will be enough to bring it down, or whether we might have to try another shot, which will be difficult because it will now be zigzagging. Is my scope still up? Yeah, that can go down. Oh, another thing to mention while I remember is that I also managed to fix some of the messages that we should have been getting in terms of our oxygen supply. So now it'll tell us what our oxygen level is. I don't quite understand the percentages here because it says 20%. That seems to be the starting point. So the first message you get is when it's at 20% and it goes 19, 18, 17 and then somewhere around 16 or 15 I think it will start using the supply. So now we get those messages, which is good. But yes, let's follow this guy. Okay, let's take a look. Does it appear any lower in the water? I don't think so. It's burning, which is a good thing. You know, while we're at it, we can get some of these. Sea state too harsh. You must dive deeper to reload torpedoes. Okay, thank you. That's another good message. The sea state is too harsh. Just following this guy along, trying to get ahead of it in case I need to take another shot. Okay, we're pretty well ahead of it now. I'm going to try and avoid using the external views. Kind of cheat and see what it's what state it's at. No sound contact. I don't believe you. $220. There it is. I think he might be moving pretty slowly, or maybe not even moving at all, and he kind of appears to be listing as well, I think. So that is a good sign. Let's slow down a bit. Maybe that's why there's no sound contact if his engines aren't working. There's a rumble in the jungle, but it's not. And there's the sounds of it kind of breaking up. Well, it's not really breaking up, but did it sink? Did it go down and I missed it? No. It's just making nasty noises, that's all. But that's a good sign as well. We may as well come to a full stop now.
Alle Maschinen stoppen. Alle Maschinen stoppen.
I think this may be going down. Definitely not moving anymore. Let's speed up time a bit. I don't want to have to use another torpedo if I don't have to. Oxygen's starting to get a bit lower. And it's just sitting there. Okay, well, that's fine. I can use another
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Neuer Kurs.
torpedo.
3, 5.
Doesn't bother me. Well, it bothers me slightly, but not that much. Let's see what we have. Let's use one of the Type 1s. And let's try magnetic this time. Depth, the draft is 9.7, so we'll go just over 10 meters. You can set it as a fast speed since he's not moving. And remember, put the speed to 0. Very important. There. Okay. May as well practice getting a distance reading, especially in these difficult conditions. Can't really see where its waterline is, so I'm gonna have to kind of guess around here-ish. Maybe a little bit higher. Oh, whoops. What did I do there? Didn't mean to press that. About there. We'll say that's more or less correct. Now its mast or its stack is the mark, and that means it's about three notches. So number of notches on inner dial to top line 3. Check the mast height, 20.8, which is around about here-ish, which means it's about 2,400 meters away. Bonkity bonk. And let's check that, since we can cheat with our magic map. No, that's wrong. It's about 1.9. Oh well. Probably got the waterline a little bit incorrect. Okay, so let's double check everything. The speed is 0, very important. This doesn't matter since there's no speed. This is right. Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to aim. Where shall I aim? It's somewhere in the rear here. Say there. And fire! Los! And away it goes. And this one we shall be able to follow because it has a magic wake. Oh no, sticky keys! I don't want sticky... Fuck you, sticky keys. No! Don't crash, come on! Oh, for fuck's sake!